Now it's time for Which is More Likely.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. Time now for the turn of Which is More Likely. The concept is simple. I have a series of scenarios for our esteemed panel. It's up to them to decide which is more likely. Sounds simple? That's because it is. Don't complicate it, Mike. All right, let's kick things off here. Scenario number one, which is more likely? The next few generation of players across all professional leagues continue the slow march towards the human limit and take down some of these impossible records, or they burn out trying and just accept the success that they get. I'm looking more at career longevity here and how society has changed, and this is a bit of a meta conversation. So here's an example from today, for instance. Nadal was just enshrined at the French Open for 14 titles won there. It literally feels impossible for that to go down, but we all know on some level sports is capable of anything. Will players from this generation choose to try and go for that, or has society changed so much that the next groups will have some success, get their payday, and move on? Owen, your thoughts here?
Oh, boy. I believe Mike said this during the break. We could have a 45-minute conversation about this alone, and we could talk about a lot. Because if you want to go tennis, I'm a tennis guy. Look, Rafael Nadal was one of the big three, along with Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Maybe you want to throw Andy Murray in that mix as well as that generation. They changed the game for tennis specifically, but it's a great analogy or a metaphor for the entirety of sports because up until that point, once you hit the age of 30 especially in men's professional tennis, you were becoming over the hill and just about a dinosaur. Your body broke down. The fact that these guys push 40 or closer to it, and of course Nadal, a little younger than Federer, but boy, put his body through such a beating over his career. I still think they're going to be special athletes. I think more players are going to be playing longer because of the advancements in not only training and nutrition, but also in rehab and therapy. And you see injuries and surgeries that were once career ending now are a year, not even. Look at what Miro Heiskanen just did. He had a knee surgery and came back within the season. It's just remarkable. Tyler Sagan had hip surgery in December, and he's playing meaningful playoff games.
And outskated someone the other day, but that's neither here nor there.
and our friend John Klingberg to boot, right?
Yeah.
And so in saying all that, I'm going to very much play the sophist here and take both sides.
Mike, your thoughts?
I don't really accept the idea that generations are a monolith. I think we saw lazy players in generations gone by. We'll see lazy players in generations to come. We'll see insanely dedicated, goal-driven players in generations to come. I think there absolutely are going to be players that say, that's what LeBron did, I'm going to go make that happen. I don't think that it's as simple as, oh, this generation's going to just get their pay. There's going to be tons of guys that say, forget that. That's my record in 20 years.
Fair enough. All right, moving on here. We've got running a little tight on time here. Statement number two. I'm curious why y'all stand on this. Which is more likely, home court or home ice advantage isn't what it used to be, or game one and game two mean less than they used to? Really what I'm asking is, has the mindset changed in recent years where the top seeds across professional sports are under more pressure because of that advantage? This time, Mike, lead us off.
I mean, clearly the Stars don't really care all that much about game ones. I mean, historically, over the course of the last, 6, 7, 8 years of playoffs, obviously they won back-to-back here these last couple series. But, yeah, no, I'm kind of trying to wrap my brain around your question a little bit.
In other words, do we care about game ones or two more or less now? Because how it seems to me, because I grew up with the Twins in the home World Series where it meant something to win those first two games, or you almost kind of check them off. I'm curious, Owen, from your perspective, do you feel like recently President's Trophy winners, top seeds, now face a lot more challenges at home in games 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think to quote Pete DeBoer, and I agree with him on this, home court or home ice advantage doesn't mean a whole lot until you get to a game 7. And that's where that can be a huge difference because it's a win or go home for both sides. So I'm going to say that game 1 or game 2 results are less important as we move forward. Because I'm going to say the other way around. Game 1 or game 2 is more important than home ice advantage because getting a lead in the series and forcing a team to play from behind, that's an issue.
See, he took a side, Mike. You see that?
I'm still trying to make sense of your question. Apparently, I'm not
I almost took
enough.
the wrong side.
Owen Newkirk, we appreciate you as always. More Stars playoffs to come as we move forward.
Mike's final take coming up next. Thank you, Owen.